No one has made this dramatic of a change yet. No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch.
The joke's on you.
And it's got hot. I can't get down here. I'm down. I'm right there.
Babe, wake up. Nikocado is a skinny queen now. Jojo Siwa, sorry girl, but I guess you're no longer the biggest transformation this generation has witnessed. I mean, seriously, step aside because Nikocado just pulled off a transformation that no one could have seen coming. So yeah, for those of you who might be out of the loop, let me bring you up to speed. Nikocado Avocado is a YouTuber who, until recently, built his entire brand on being, well, a hot mess on camera. And I'm not exaggerating. You tune in to watch him devour insane amounts of food, scream at the camera, argue with his partner. And yeah, let's not forget about all the other things.
Don't do that.
Oh, it's big. Here we go. Here we go. Beastie Boo Boo sandwich. Beastie Boo.
It's just chaos. Honestly, it was like a car crash you couldn't look away from. Now, let's not forget that Nikocado didn't always start off like this. Nope. In fact, he started his YouTube career as a vegan influencer. He was all about healthy eating, green smoothies, and positive vibes. But then came the mukbang craze, and before anyone knew it, Nikocado dove headfirst into it. And when I say headfirst, I mean this dude went all in. Like, he went so far into it that he transformed from a health-conscious guy into this larger-than-life figure, both literally and figuratively. So yeah, that's where we were at for years. Nikocado just kept going and going, growing bigger and bigger to the point where people started to get really concerned. I mean, it wasn't just entertainment anymore. People were legit worried about his health, and for good reason. There were moments when you'd watch his videos, and it wasn't even about the mukbang anymore. People would tune in just to see if he was okay, like alive, because he kept getting larger and his lifestyle was clearly unsustainable. It became less about the food and more about his well-being. So, yeah, this guy was a literal train wreck and viewers were both entertained and terrified at the same time. So, Nikocado Avocado, a menace to YouTube and possibly to himself. I mean, who really, I don't want to sound rude, liked him, right? Sure, people watched for the shock factor, but it wasn't like he had a diehard fan base rooting for him. His content was kind of like watching a slow-motion disaster, and while that might keep eyes glued to the screen, it wasn't doing anyone any favors, especially him. He was perpetuating all these really harmful eating habits, and people were just watching. It was a mess, but plot twist. But Nikocado has done a complete 180, and now, folks, he's a skinny queen. After years of, worrying for this man's life, he's gone and lost a significant amount of weight. And I have to say, it's kind of shocking in the best way possible, but also, what? How did this happen? So after a 7-month hiatus, he comes back skinny and basically claims all his previous behavior was part of a social experiment. Dude really said he had been pre-recording videos of himself in all that chaos while he was secretly on a weight loss journey. And I mean, I guess, but was it really a social experiment or were you just riding the fame wave as long as you could? Because let's be honest, this is Nikocado we are talking about. Oh, and let's not forget the Ozempic conversation because I have to wonder if that played a role. For those who don't know, Ozempic is a weight loss medication that's been making waves lately, and a lot of influencers are supposedly on it. Now, I'm not saying anything for sure, but I do think there might be something more than just diet and exercise involved. Just my 2 cents. Don't come for me, okay? So yeah, as of now, this dude isn't 300 pounds anymore. He's closer to 100 something, which is wild. I mean, it's amazing for him, for sure. Like, good for you, Nikocado. But at the same time, it makes me wonder, what's his content going to be like moving forward? I mean, his entire persona revolved around these crazy, chaotic mukbangs. Are we going to see healthy Nikocado making salads and doing yoga now? Because that would be quite the switch. Spoiler alert, I kind of don't think so. Because let's be real here, Nikocado's whole shtick was honestly, in my humble opinion, never about personal growth. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. This is the same guy who went to war with half of YouTube, stirring up drama left and right for views. Remember his feuds with Stephanie Sue and Zach Choi? Oh, those were messy. And not just like, oops, we had a misunderstanding messy. Now we're talking full-on manipulation and weaponizing mental health accusations. That whole saga, it was a train wreck, and he milked it for all it was worth. So now he's out here trying to convince us this was all a social experiment? Like, bro, come on. You expect us to believe that after years of drama, weight gain, and binge-eating chaos, you were secretly planning a redemption arc the whole time? You think this transformation is the end of his drama-fueled saga? No way. There's always another plot twist with Nikocado. Speaking of which, let's not gloss over how he practically turned his relationships into a spectacle. Online and his breakups were so frequent that at one point, no one could keep track. It's like every few weeks, there was some new video titled, "We're breaking up for real this time," followed by another mukbang. I mean, drama sells, right? Nikocado knew that, and he fed into it, quite literally. Now, he's slimming down, but I don't really think for a second that the drama is over. If anything, I'd bet we're in for round 2, but this time it'll be healthy drama, whatever that means. Let's face it, Nikocado isn't just going to quietly transition into the health and wellness niche without stirring up some fresh controversy. That's not his style. No one who's made their name on creating toxic content just flips a switch and becomes a positive influence overnight. You don't go from sobbing on camera covered in Cheetos dust to giving motivational speeches without a whole lot of backstory. I honestly believe that there is more mess to come. Maybe it'll be healthier, maybe it won't, but the drama, oh, that's guaranteed. And let's not forget his genius, sarcasm, obviously, strategy of constantly playing the victim. When things went south, he'd cry about being bullied, misunderstood, or attacked by other YouTubers, even though half the time he was the one instigating the whole thing. It was classic Nikocado. Create chaos, get called out, cry, repeat. So excuse me if I'm a little skeptical about this sudden shift into positive content. So yeah, maybe he's lost weight, but do I think that means we've seen the last of the drama?
Let's put it this way. No, I do not.
This is Nikocado Avocado we're talking about. He thrives on chaos. The minute things start calming down, he'll find a way to set the internet on fire again. Whether it's another feud, another meltdown, or another experiment, you can bet there's more to this saga. So yeah, I guess we will see where it goes. But anyways, I will see you in the next video. Until then, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon, Pookies.
You can take the mask off. Wait, I preferred you with it on.
I've got to stop eating so much. No, I've got to stop eating. Period.